is midday on day 4, and I'm set to my shot for tomorrow morning. Now, this is going to be a shot taken before sunrise, though I might also shoot it once the sun comes up, but I really like that really calm look before sunrise. I'm using a little bit of a long lens to emphasize that tree you see over my shoulder, as well as the trees back behind it. So it's not going to be the story of one tree, but the story of multiple trees. The wild card this afternoon is going to be the weather. It is warmer today than the past few days, and there's also more humidity. So this is definitely a recipe for thunderstorms. Even if I get some really amazing light, maybe that way or that way, I'm still going to dedicate to this one shot because I think it has a lot of potential with regard to the composition. I do have with me a Hasselblad and also a Fuji panorama camera, so I can use those in the event that we get some really cool light this afternoon. But I'm going to take you under the dark cloth. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm setting up. My goal is to create a strong yet simple composition with much of the emphasis on the central tree. I placed my camera so that the background tree nestles nicely to the side of the main tree. I also made sure to visually level the composition rather than relying on my camera's bubble level. With an upslope view and the angle of the slopes in the background, it's important to make sure that the trees look straight, even if they really aren't. Now that my morning shot is taken care of, I'm taking an opportunity to just kind of check things out a little bit. Thinking about maybe using the panorama camera this afternoon, but still gotta see if I can find an interesting shot. I found a couple areas that look like they might have potential, but I haven't really brought out the camera itself and tried to look at it through the viewfinder. One of the things I really love about going on these trips is that I have so much time set aside and I can just sit down and just enjoy my surroundings. And this is something that I don't know if enough people do these days. I mean, it seems like one of the type of photography that a lot of people are trying to do these days is the very in-your-face, almost aggressive-looking photos of, extreme wide angle, dynamic stuff going on everywhere. They make for really interesting pictures on internet forums, but I don't know if it's really something I'd want to hang on my wall because it would just, I don't know, it's like someone sitting there shouting at you. So I always like to go for the really calm photos, the ones that convey the feeling of being in an area and the feeling I have just sitting here right now and just looking at my surroundings. But we'll see what happens today. Definitely the clouds are out and it's a nice breeze. Way better than being 110 degrees down in the valley right now. So I went to check on the rain cover, the trash bag I put on my camera, and also brought a stuffed sack I filled with rocks and weighed down the 8x10. But this is the other little location that I was mentioning earlier. Got these pretty cool trees in the background all lined up, really ideal for a panorama. And the thunderstorm has really been building. It has not rained here, but it has rained off back that way and also back on the other side, and quite windy at the moment. I'm going to show you the shot that I set up. It's kind of a cool composition. And at one point I shot it when there was direct sunlight on it with the storm light in the background. And then I took a few shots when it was in the more soft light and shade, also with the background. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one turns out.